Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. I have just parked up in Perth because I thought I would film another day out kind of vlog. I love to do these on my channel. It's my way of kind of romanticising my life a little bit. I like to take myself out on solo dates, various different places. And I thought I'd come down to Perth because I don't know the city that well. My closest city is actually Inverness. I live in the Cairngorms and I know that very well and I have shown it a few times on this channel. So I thought we would go on a bit more of an adventure today and get to know a city that I don't know as well. So I think this morning I would really like to do some more cultural stuff in cities. I think because I live rurally I do miss out on that a little bit, so I thought I could maybe go and visit I think there's an art gallery and museum. There's probably more than one, but there's like a main one that I would like to see. So I think I'll do that this morning, and then later on today I would of course like to visit a few shops, and Perth does have some very good charity shops. There are numerous ones on the high street and I've been to Perth a couple of times with a friend and we've always managed to get quite a few good books from those charity shops. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out for Christmas presents as well because we're into November, so I don't do much Christmas presents with my friends and family. We keep it very minimal, but there are a couple of people that I do buy for, and I especially want to look from one of my close friends, wee girl, because she has her birthday and Christmas in December, so I would like to maybe see if I could get something for her. And if I sound a little bit sniffly or croaky, I'm getting over a cold, so I was maybe the less romantic side to this video, or the realistic side, is I am a little bit sniffly, but I am feeling okay in myself today, so I thought it would be worth coming out, especially as you can probably see the sun is shining. I think it's going to be a really nice day, so I should probably pay for my parking, and once I've done that we are gonna get going. Quick car park outfit of the day. I am wearing my trusty passenger beanie, and most of this outfit is thrifted, so this oversized kind of fleecy jacket thing is thrifted, and I got the Lucy and Yak pinafore dress thing secondhand and vintage as well. I also got this turtleneck in a charity shop. I am wearing my Vivaya boots, if you can see those. They're so ridiculously comfortable. And then I'm going to be wearing my very full sea salt rucksack because I have various things in here. I have my lunch, I have my water, and of course I have a book and a notebook as well. I can see my breath. It's chilly. Let's get going. So I've been to the gallery, which was lovely, and I've just stopped at Rascals Cafe, which is a vegan cafe here in Perth, for a latte and did a little bit of journaling, a little bit of writing and some reading of my book. So now I've hit the high street and it's time to check out some charity shops. So I've managed to find a nice wee spot here in the park overlooking the river so I can have my lunch, and I've made myself like a nourish bowl type thing. I made this up this morning, so I've got some tofu in here that I marinated overnight and fried up. I've got some roasted sweet potato and squash that was just left over, and then I've got some kale that I like massaged with a dressing, and I've sprinkled over some olives, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds and cranberries. And then I've also got had some like old rye bread that needs eating, so if I can show you, made some like croutons out of that yesterday, and in here I've got like a cashew cream dressing as well. So a very nourishing lunch, definitely needed. Feeling a bit tired now with my cold. So it's nice to have some fresh air. It's quite warm in the sun now, so I'm gonna enjoy this and whilst I'm watching the river. Hello. Hello.
Oh, in your lunch. Oh,
That's okay, don't worry. So it's actually the next day. It was getting a little bit dark by the time I came back yesterday. This is the problem with trying to vlog at this time of year, so I thought I would save my mini haul to share with you guys today. I didn't get too much, I never really do. I was partly successful when it came to Christmas shopping, and I also got a couple of things for me, but I actually didn't buy any books, which is astounding. I think it's almost death by charity shop, like there's so many. Even just on the high street, there's got to be like 10 different charity shops at least in that area, and I think it's a classic example of feeling a bit overwhelmed with the number of books, and maybe sometimes I'm just not in the right mindset, or sometimes it's just a case of books not speaking to me. You know, I definitely didn't see any, so I've already started making my winter reading list, and I didn't see any on that list, which I always check for. A lot of those I can get from the library there as well, and I have been doing more and more books, getting more and more books from the library, so I think that I had that in my mind, so yeah, that's fine. Like I didn't need any books, but I just think it's quite funny that I managed to go through so many charity shops and not buy any books. First thing I got was from the gallery, which was really lovely. I highly recommend it. The staff were great as well. They're really enthusiastic, passionate about what they do, really friendly. Even the toilets, like when I asked where the toilet was, the lady was like, "Oh, you're in for a treat," and I was like, okay. And they've even done the really big mural in the toilets inspired by the art in their collections, which I thought was very cool. And it's not massive, but it's a nice size. It's very doable if you don't have like a huge amount of time to spend all day there or anything. But yeah, they had some really interesting art in there, and it made me realise how much I enjoy doing things like that, those kind of cultural activities. So I definitely want to do more of it. I don't know a huge amount about art, but it was really interesting to like read, you know, all the information next to the pieces, and it's quite I'm so used to around here from just going to local galleries, it's all like landscapes with the odd portrait, where there was a whole mix of different things, and some of them were even quite like disturbing, some of the pieces, but that's kind of the point of art. I think it's meant to be like provocative. So gift shop was quite small, but it was sweet, and I picked up one of their postcards, which is one of the pieces of art I saw when I was there, and I thought this would be really nice. It would look nice in a frame, but I actually think I'm going to use it for journaling, which I've been getting into a bit more recently, which leads me on to some of the other things I got. So I got these postcards from one of the charity shops because I thought they'd be really fun to journal with as well. So this is like old map of like areas around Scotland. There's this like botanical print here, and then all like a almost autumnal looking scene. So yeah, I got all three of these for 50p, which is pretty good. And for my birthday, my mum got me, or she made me even, a journal. She does stuff like this on her Etsy store, so I'll link it down below in case you guys are interested. But yeah, this is the cover that she made, which is really lovely, and it's kind of inspired me to use this as more of an art journal. So I've already done one. I did this one the other day and I really enjoyed it, and like this flower I got from a postcard as well, so I thought it's worth keeping an eye out because I really love the idea of junk journaling and using bits and pieces that you kind of come across in life. It's a much more sustainable way of journaling and doing arty crafty stuff as well, so very much appeals to me. It even made me this little pouch, which is really sweet. And then in terms of presents, I have to say now, Josie, if you're watching, you're gonna have to stop, because unless you want to know what you've got for Christmas early, I'll leave her to the end. That's my friend. I got some Christmas presents for, but I got this birthday card for Sienna, my friend's wee girl's turning 2 in December, and I got this from like a nice independent shop on the high street. I'll link it below. I've forgotten what it's called now. And then the rest of the stuff I got from this really cool independent shop, which I looked up before I went. So whenever I go to a city, I try and look up things like bookstores, obviously, independent shops, cultural things to do, because they're the kind of things I like to spend time in. And I mean, most cities have charity shops, so I knew I was going to be a shoo-in for that. But yeah, this one was, this is the card, which in itself is going to be fun to journal with. It's called Boo Vake, and it's a mix of like modern Scottish and UK design, art, homewares, gifts, prints and cards, and it's one of the nicest shops I've been in for ages. It's kind of tucked away a little bit, but there is a sign kind of indicating towards it. But yeah, everything, I could have bought everything in there. I could have spent so much money. It was just, I mean, the mugs themselves were unbelievably stunning. So if you're ever in Perth, I do highly recommend checking them out. This is actually for my mum. It's her birthday in December as well, so I thought I'd get this for her because she really likes gardening, so I thought that would be fun. And then for my friend, I got a few pieces. So I got this soap, which I just love the design of. I thought that it smells really nice. It's kind of like a mix of lavender and sea salt, so it's kind of got like a coastal smell to it, which is lovely. And then I also got this vanilla lip balm, because again, that's just a nice wee gift to get for Christmas. And obviously this one says on the front it's vegan, which is great. And then I'm kind of reluctant to open this, but I want to show you, so I'm going to do it. But they had these really nice coasters, or wait, I think they can be used as tiles as well. But I thought this one was really lovely. They had a lot of like different botanical ones, and I thought this was just a nice one that could go with anyone's home really, and I think it would fit well with my friend's home. And yeah, I was tempted to get one for myself as well, but I thought she'd really like this. So it was really lovely to be able to buy a good bulk of my Christmas presents in, you know, a local independent shop. Felt very lucky to be able to do that. But yeah, I still got some Christmas shopping to do, obviously. I think I'm going to hit, there's a bookshop, an independent bookshop in Grantown-on-Spey. I have vlogged there before, and they've got a really good children's section actually. So I think I'm going to go there in the next week or so to see if I can pick up some more presents. So I hope you've enjoyed this day out with me, and I've encouraged you to prioritise maybe going on a solo date yourself, or just doing things that make you happy, because that is what life is all about. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you soon.